Alrighty, welcome back to Idiots in Cars. We begin with number 19. Always pay attention when around school buses. Seems like pretty decent advice. Do not hit the child. You're not going to hit the child, right? Okay, the stop signs are attracted. You waited for the stop sign, which a lot of people don't do. And you're stopping for the kid? Cool. Is something gonna go horribly wrong here? Is there gonna be another car that like blasts by? Please don't do that. No, and then the other kid waited. Why is this on Idiots in Cars? I don't think anyone did anything wrong here. This is just, a situation that you could run into. This is a situation where an autonomous vehicle might have a little bit more difficulty and therefore could have been an idiot if given the opportunity to, but ultimately didn't really seem like an idiot in car there. I was doing 80, a little self-incriminating there, although I think there are stretches of highway where there are 80-mile-an-hour speed limits in some rare places. He was going very quickly, which, and this is coming from someone who lives in a place where lane splitting is actually allowed. In a lot of places, it is not. God, I can't imagine being willing to go like double speed limit lane splitting. Someone could be perfectly competent driving, checking to do a lane change, and then, looks over their shoulder, double checks the mirror again. Okay, seems clear. And then within that half-second pause between checking and executing the lane change, that bike has come from like 3 football fields back, and a collision has now happened. Why would you ever want to like do that to yourself, right? It's still not legal even if the highway were completely open, no other cars. But at least in that scenario, you're not just completely playing with fire. God. Doesn't seem like a good idea. Okay, West Texas is not the Autobahn. Bentley Continental GT gets pulled over twice in a 2-hour span. Wait, are they recording themselves doing this? Oh, okay, no, you're recording the other one. I swear that's not me, by the way. I did have, a long time ago, I had a very, very similarly colored matte gray one, although that is the newer generation, but it's funny. It's not me though, just so that we're completely clear. Again, imagine getting pulled over and then immediately returning to doing that and getting pulled over again such that the person who caught you on camera the first time sees you get pulled over a second time. That means you got pulled over, you got released, you managed to pass the car that passed you when like the entire duration of your stop, you made up that time going quickly enough to pass them again to get pulled over. That's wild. Oh my God. They had to have been going so fast. Police stops don't just take like 10 seconds. This isn't like going into a pit stop in Formula One. What in the world? Okay. For over an hour on I-71 in Ohio, this guy would purposely get in front of me and slow down below the speed limit, then speed up well over 100 or swerve to cut me off whenever I wanted to pass, also flipped me off, threw a cigarette out the window at me, and missed. Dude looked like a thumb. It's a big description here. Well, you know what? At the end of the day, I guess you get to feel better because you don't look like a thumb. And that's the problem. He was sad that he looked like a thumb, and he sensed you judging him for looking like a thumb, and got angry as a result. Road rage, always very fun. Thank you, nobody in this clip, for pulling a gun and making it so I can't include it. Dumb ace that pulled out in front of me 2 nights ago. God, just like, great, yeah. Straight through the red light, yep. Red means go. Sometimes, and by sometimes I mean no times. It almost looked like they were sat there. They weren't even like zooming in from elsewhere. It's like they were sitting at the light. And then they decided, you know what? I'll go. And what's worse is they were probably sitting at the light, it was red, and they were like, okay, that car down there. Do you think I can turn in front of that car? Can I just Probably I can turn in front of the car. Oh God, they're getting closer. Oh God, wait, should I turn? Wait, I know it's red, but maybe it's gonna. I'm just gonna go, and then like they go at the last second. If you're gonna break the law, at least just do it in a way that's not gonna have somebody else run into you, right? You know, would have been bad for you to run the red light, but if you weren't just presumably sitting there for like 30 seconds wondering if you could do the turn in front of the car that was coming, then the collision wouldn't have happened. I mean, let's just not do it in the first place, but still, I like deer in headlights and then jump in front at the last moment. Ugh. Arrested for DUI 5 minutes later. So far, everything seems okay. Oh, is he gonna cross over? No, wait. Oh, he's going the Oh, whoa, he's going up there. Okay, hey, at least he's veering into the shoulder and not the oncoming traffic. He might start going into the oncoming traffic. Oh, wait, he's coming in hot. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, geez. Oh, he stopped in time. Okay. What are we doing? Holy frick. Okay, into the oncoming traffic. Oh, my God. How long does this go? Okay, so I was like, are we gonna get the full 5 minutes of what happens until somebody pulls him over here? But I'm actually really curious if I've ever seen, so like, of anyone who I've ever seen out on the road who is clearly driving like really poorly and not staying in their lane, if any of those people have actually been under the influence. It's probably someone I've witnessed out there has been, I don't know. But I always kind of assume that they're just on their phone, you know, looking at text messages, and then they start veering. They're like, oh God, you know what? Shoot, maybe I can't drive straight while I'm on my phone. And then they probably return to doing it a few seconds later. Hold my brain cells while I pull out into oncoming traffic. Hold my brain cells. That's a good one. God dang it. God dang it. Ugh. Oh, man. You're just... See, the worst part about this is that the person who did the idiot here probably was just like, I'm gonna keep driving. I mean, I didn't get into a crash. It was them over there. Sure, he was trying to avoid me because of what I did, but I mean, my car didn't touch anyone else, so I'm just gonna go. That's the part that sucks, is now possibly the pickup truck is going to be considered at fault, and now someone else just who is completely innocent ended up getting involved. It's like, if the choice is between hitting the person who did the stupid thing or swerving and avoiding them and hitting some innocent person elsewhere, it's like, I mean, I'm sure it's really difficult to, in the moment, take that choice into consideration, but it's probably better to just hit the person who did the stupid thing. But obviously they're trying to avoid it, but it didn't go well. RIP. Cut off and brake checked at 70 miles an hour. Contact made. Why does that sound? Contact made. I collected their driver's information, license, and insurance with the contact that we made. Why did they do this? Why was I feel like the clip cuts off a little too early. I don't know if it was a brake check for an insurance scam. Like, do they slow down and then get out of the car and go, how dare you rear-end me when I was innocently minding my own business, driving along at the speed limit, and you out of nowhere just plowed into the back of my car, just recklessly, and I'm gonna sue you for $50 million for emotional trauma and whiplash because I'm never gonna be able to recover from this. And your windshield was fully obstructed by a fish plushie or something. You couldn't even see me. I don't get it. I don't know why. How did he make it this far in life? We're all on a track in neutral. Oh, I thought it was like we're on a racetrack in neutral for a second. Is he gonna reverse? He's not gonna reverse into you, right? Okay, there's no reverse lights. Oh, is he just stopping to like, oh yeah, let's check out how well this went? I feel like usually you don't want to take, I don't know if there's an EQS, but usually you don't want to, I don't know, take that into just an automated car wash. But also, they do look a little bit like a pill. They're not the most appealing looking vehicles. Anyway, I've just lost any future potential sponsorship opportunities with Mercedes, but I guess he just wasn't supposed to stop there. He's just supposed to, at least the track notices that there's an obstruction, doesn't just shove your car into the car in front. The attendees are like, hey, can you move, please, man? You can, oh, it literally says do not block exit. Okay, I mean, that's for the road, but still probably so people can get out. It doesn't clog up the whole thing. Gotta make sure the car wash did the trick, right? Don't tell me how to drive my car. autopiloted onto the freeway, going to Dixon. I was like, holy frick, I gotta go the whole opposite direction now. What the fork? Dude, Jesus. Now you're just gonna fork and take your time. Oh, take your time. Rolls down window. Stop tailgating. What do you mean stop tailgating? I haven't even had a chance to tailgate you. What? Get off the road. We're not even on the public road, man. We're on a... we're not gonna get a America moment here, right? Surely that's not gonna be the outcome. Good thing I didn't have the volume on for this. This is my... Stop tailgating me, they say. Like, you didn't even give me the opportunity to tailgate you. You just pulled in front of me. I've had like 1 second to move my car. Your fuse for identifying tailgating is far too short. I think they're just looking for conflict. There are people out there that I think do things just to initiate conflict. I don't know. Maybe it's so they can feel something, because their life is so devoid of meaning otherwise. Wife had a Honda drop on her Tesla. Dukes of Hazzard style. Drop? Like off a truck? Oh yeah, no, like off a truck. Okay. Never mind, not like off a truck. That was real bait right there. That was real bait. Just we see the hold on, is that truck carrying Hondas on it, by the way? Because that's just another level of is that a Ford? That's a Ford. I think that's a Ford down there. If that truck is carrying Hondas, that was like the ultimate bait of all time. Okay. It didn't exactly drop on her, but it did get up there a little bit. Wait, it then just hit the barrier at the end. Oh wait, do we have multiple angles? Holy frick, did we get video from another car? Because wait, this is the other car. Wow. Or, oh, no. Wait, I think this was the other car. I can't actually tell. Are these just different camera angles on the same Tesla? Because this seems like it's the view from the Mazda SUV. No? Man, what a world that we live in, where we actually get, oh no, because he's crossing over. Okay, same car, just the rear camera. What a world that we live in, where we can get multiple angles of the same collision. That's actually wild. I don't know what happened here. It's like they got a death wobble or something, which is... I know that some Ford trucks have had this like death wobble thing where you're actually driving on the highway and it'll just like start to shake the steering wheel violently. Because otherwise, how did they even do what they did there? It seems like mechanical failure with the steering. I just can't put together a logical, rational reason why somebody would have behaved that way behind the wheel of their car, but also some people are very bad drivers. Rear-ended because someone doesn't know how to merge. Okay, is this like exiting lane? Probably. It's getting off onto another highway or just a dedicated exit lane. Cool. Oh, what are we? Oh god. Oh, and now someone hits you from behind. Oh no. I love how calm you both are after getting hit. Just kind of like, oh yeah, okay, cool. So that happened. These are the kind of people who get onto the freeway going like 20 miles an hour. You have this massive downhill inclined on-ramp. You have like a couple football fields worth of space to press on the gas pedal in order to match the speed of the cars on the highway. And instead you go, this is scary, I'm gonna go 20 miles an hour. And then hold everybody up, be like, oh God, how am I gonna merge? I'm going so slow compared to the other cars on the highway. Oh God, the speed differential, how am I gonna merge? Oh, this is terrible. Oh God, I gotta stay to the side. I gotta stay in the shoulder here and then merge later. But now I'm basically stopped. I don't understand. Just push the throttle. Push the throttle. Match the speed. You can get into a remarkably tight merging space in between two cars as long as you're matching their speed. Also, though, like, whenever you have to slow down abruptly, the first thing you do, check your rear mirror and see if somebody's coming in hot, and then, like, if you can do anything to get out of their way, good. Oftentimes, you're not going to be able to. Dude cut me off, then followed me. Just like the... just the... You're lucky I don't have a gun on me, because then we'd have America moment going on here. Roll your window down. Can't you see I am law enforcement? You must obey me. Man's driving with a fancy camera in the passenger seat with no doors. You must not care very much about that camera. Holy frick, dude. How do you have the courage to just leave it sitting there on a seat that doesn't have much bolstering? You go around a corner and it's just gonna go flying out of your car. Like the guy next to him was like, hey, you're weird. Okay. You don't even need to hear the audio. It's just like, what are you doing, man? It's kind of weird, bro. Just minding my own business on a nice Sunday drive when... Oh. Wow, that seemed pretty avoidable. That's probably a texting and driving situation, or too many mimosas. Yeah, that's not... Hopefully everybody was okay there. That was a bad collision. Although, interestingly enough, you may not realize that a head-on collision is actually, like, it's not speed multiplied, right? In terms of your kinetic energy dissipation. The two cars of the same mass, if you have two identical cars hitting each other head on, it is the same as one car moving, you know, say 30, 40 miles an hour, hitting a wall that does not budge, a very strong wall that doesn't give. It is basically the same thing. So, not that it's any better, but just an interesting fact you may not be aware of. It's their world, we're just living in it. You gonna chill in the intersection there? Oh, okay, we're gonna... I'm sorry, what are we doing? I'm sorry, do you have a green turn signal? I've heard of getting caught in the intersection when it's been green and you get caught when it turns red. I have not heard of getting caught in the intersection when the person decides to hold up the intersection and when the light turns green and they turn in front of you. Think to yourself, white car person, think to yourself. Would you have made this left turn in front of the car as if it was, you know, moving quickly and not slightly held up by the other? Would you have done that? No, you probably wouldn't have. So why would you do it here? SMH my head. I witnessed this piece of human garbage driving erratically at 80 miles an hour on I-84 with a dog laying in the bed of his truck. Oh God, he's not even like in the, he's like on top of the bed. I can't remember, are you supposed to leash a dog in the bed of a truck? Or no, you're not, because if they got out, then they would be dangling. I think you're not supposed to leash them, right? But I also would be too scared to... I don't have a dog or any pets, just so we're clear, so it's not like, oh God, he must be a terrible owner. I also don't have a pickup truck, so it's just... Obviously, I would look into these things if any of them were going to come into my life, but I can't tell if, like, the bed is completely covered and the dog is literally just on a flat surface where they can get tossed around, just holding on for dear life. That is, I'm sorry. You deserve better, dog. How to lose almost $500,000 in 24 hours. Oh, GT3 RS put in a river the day after it was purchased. Is this a 992? Oh, it's a 992. It's Big Wang. Oops. Hopefully they got out of the car, you know, because it's in there. Hopefully they got out as it was going down, or the whole idea that you have to wait, right? Assuming your windows won't roll down and your electronics are gone once you hit the water, like you have to wait for the pressure to equalize before you will be able to open the door. And that is the scariest thing to me. that you have to wait for the cabin to fill up. You just have to sit there and be like, okay, don't panic. Don't panic. Wait for the pressure to equalize. And then you can open the door. Oh God, I hope I never end up inside a lake. Yeah, that's oops. Really? Day after? Really? The day after? You're supposed to be on break-in for like the first 1,000 miles. You're not supposed to push it like this. Well, not so much for break-in. I think it's a little past that now. Best Instakarma I've seen IRL. 2 cars cut off another Porsche, turning left, but don't realize undercover cop is right behind them. Hey, so the Porsche is the good guy here, right? That's what I like to see. We can't have stereotypes, you know, being made worse in Idiots in Cars. We're waiting for the green left. Good stuff. Oh, okay. Cool. Wait, what are we? We're just gonna go stopping in the intersection on the red left. Yeah. Cool. Good. Just like, okay, that's fine. Whatever. And someone else is gonna do it? They must have got like seen the U-Haul do it, and they're like, okay, if he did it, then we'll be fine. Wait, and then it's the BMW, the classic BMW. Even the Porsche's like, what did I do today? Did I do something wrong? Are people out to get me? Someone post my license plate on like a driving around trolling forum from this local area? Meanwhile, U-Haul is like, oh, thank goodness he did it after me. Like, wait, is the U-Haul pulling over? The U-Haul's like, I did do something wrong. Oh, wait, he's not pulling me over? Why am I self-reporting? I should keep going. I didn't realize. That's really funny, actually. The admission of guilt. He's gonna hit that Prius. Oh no, Mr. Viper, don't. Oh. Wait, did he tapped it and then... I was thinking to myself, surely him just tapping the Prius, even if it is a Viper, wouldn't be enough to make it the top post of the last month, right? Surely it wouldn't be, yep, there was more. Also, this is the most recent Gen Viper. Is it the most recent Gen Viper? I'm admittedly not like the most familiar with Vipers. If it was up close, I'd be able to recognize, but also no, I think that the cross grille means it's one gen prior, so it might not have a backup camera. Also, you have plenty of room. You have plenty of room to pull out of the parking space. You have plenty of room. You didn't have to back up that far. You only did it because you wanted to start spinning your tires on the way out, right? No, not even that. You just... I wonder if next month the top post will be the Senna that was doing donuts and then started zooming away and then lost control and crashed into the side of a building here in LA. Yeah, pretty similar actually to this, just with an added donut beforehand and it being a Senna, which is far more expensive. I'm actually very surprised that isn't top on here because that was like a few days ago and it would have been enough time. No one posted it. Anyway, thanks for watching the last month of Idiots in Cars. I hope you've enjoyed. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.